Hey, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I am just some guy, and if you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're not new here, well, welcome back. So today is Sunday, and as you can see, I have a chair out here in the front now. I'm going to put this by the front door so that whenever I want to sit outside and just kind of yap, I don't have to sit on the porch. I got this chair. This will be good, but you might be wondering what was up with the title of the video today. You know, about the 3.5 years wasted. So if you've been here on the channel for a while, which I know a lot of you haven't, I got some people that have been around, you know, for a bit, but 10 months ago, I looked it up because I was looking at some of my videos this morning and doing some stuff, and this old video that I had made, it was made April 21st of last year, and I was in the backyard and I was burning some cardboard to clean my house up a little bit, and I was lamenting how I more or less wasted 3.5 years of my life by just not doing anything. Letting my legs atrophy, which is giving me the problems that I have now. Putting on all the weight that I did, you know, talking about how I haven't made any, meaningful moves in my career, how I, quit YouTube, my gaming channel, how I quit Twitch, and all of that stuff. And it was really like the big kind of like, I know I'm depressed and I need to do something. You know, it's the realization period. That was what it felt like that video was, that it was the realization period that like everything, I just needed to do something, right? Now, one of the problems is that after that video, I didn't go see a podiatrist or a doctor or anything like that, and I went really hard on, working out and stuff like that. I started lifting again, but the problem is that, unlike this time, I ended up hurting myself again. And then, one thing leads to another. I was back into depression, right? So in the last 10 months, I feel like I've come a really, really long way, but it was real hard, looking back on that video, it was one of those things where I felt like after that video, I had purpose. I was ready. I was going to go do the thing that I said that I was going to do. And then unfortunate circumstances that I could have prevented, but I learned for this time, right? But circumstances that I could have prevented happened, and I got stalled out. Now, one of the things that I'm going to go into depth a bit longer, and this is probably going to be on the Wednesday video, but failure's not a bad thing. I think that coming off of that video, learning from the failures that I had earlier, later in the year, last year, really kind of helped me with this iteration of getting better. Now, I do feel myself sometimes like sliding back into like days where I just don't want to do anything. I do feel myself like, I'll be out at the grocery store or something, like getting some groceries. And this is one of the reasons why I usually get I either just go to the butcher's and then I don't go to the grocery store, because I'll keep it a buck with you, dude. Like, I have really bad impulse control and willpower. So, like, sometimes you'll be walking and you'll just get, like, a whiff of, like, some cookies, and you're like, bro, ooh, I need a whole box of cookies. Or you're like, you know what, I can eat a whole box of oatmeal cream pies. I've been doing good. And the thing is I feel like with myself, if I just remove myself from that situation, that's for the better. However, it's probably not for the better. I probably should just face those situations head on and just, not eat a whole family size box of oatmeal cream pies. We're not even going to joke here. Like, I'm not eating that like normal box of oatmeal cream pies, dog. I'm getting that family box and I am devouring half of it before I even get home. Like those wrappers are going on the car floor. That's realistically like what is typically going to happen in that situation, right? So it's this kind of hit or miss thing where it's like I really want to be able to have that better impulse control, and it's something that I need to work on, right? But one of the things that kind of just hit home to me was that, a lot of times you start, right? You just start. You're like, no, today is going to be the day. Today is going to be the day that I am going to get this done, and you're really, really on it for like a week, and then the most minor, well, I mean, for me it wasn't the most minor thing. Like I quite literally was bedridden because my legs didn't work anymore. And I was bedridden for a minute. But something happens and now all of a sudden it's like, well, we're done with that. So I've been pretty proud of myself with these daily uploads. I have tried to do daily uploads a lot in the past. I mean, I even try to do daily uploads on my gaming channel, and usually maybe I get like a week and a half, 2 weeks worth of content, and then, I miss a day. And then, well, I missed yesterday, so, it's not that big of a deal. And then I'm on hiatus for 3 months. Like, you can go back and look. I have huge gaps where I just didn't upload stuff. People had to come into the comment section and be like, hey, homie, are you good? Like, you still around? Like, did something happen? And, so, I've been pretty pleased with my progress on uploading every day. Now, granted, I've been trying to think of better ways to have conversations while I'm on camera. I don't know that the lifting sessions are the best content, but I'm gonna keep doing them anyways. I feel like because they're longer, I have to come up with more things to talk about, which is tough sometimes. Although, I mean, I do come up with a lot of stuff to talk about, right? But, sorry, I'm real tired. This dog had me up all night last night, and I thought we made progress because at like 4 a.m. she both peed and pooped outside. But right after that, we went back up and went back to sleep, and I was like, I'm not going to put her back in the cage because I don't want this to be like a punishment type of thing. I don't want her to feel like she's being punished for doing the right thing. So I let her come upstairs, and then she threw up on my bed, like almost instantaneously. And so I was like, oh, well, that's terrible. So I had to clean that up. And then like 2 hours later, she just decided to drop a huge pile in my bedroom, and I was like, bleh. And so I had to wake up and I had to clean that up. So I'm running on like no sleep today. Like no sleep whatsoever. And it's rough, but we're making some progress, right? But that aside, we did get into the 271 range this week. My weight loss has slowed down excessively. But we're at 271, which is better than the last time that I checked in when we were at like 272. So we've been in this we're in the like 271 to 273 range now instead of the 272 to 274 range. So we're making some headway. I'm happy that we're gonna go up to 45-pound plates on the squats this week. That's gonna be huge. I am excessively looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to that. That's for sure. So yeah. Yep. Yep. That is a thing. But man, I'll tell you what. This like weather change has been like real crazy. Cause like it's what is it? It's like high 40s right now. It's a little bit colder here in the shade of the house and everything like that. But like yesterday, I woke up, there was snow, then it got up to like 50, and then it was real cold this morning, and now it's gonna get up to like 50. It's supposed to get up to like 70 this week. It's like I just wish that it would just pick a temperature, man. You know. Although it is kind of nice-ish today, but I think I'm gonna wait till next weekend to do the weed killer stuff out here. So, but I just gotta get out more. Like that's one of the big things that like came up in that video was just that I was such a super shut-in. And unfortunately that really hasn't changed a whole lot. The upside is that Ricky comes over 4 days a week now, but I still don't go out and do things. You know, but at the same time I'm like, you know, my thing is it's like, what am I going to go out and do? I don't drink, I don't party, so I'm not going to like really go to bars or anything like that. You know, when I'm thinking like, oh, like go out and meet people. Like where? Like at BW3s when I go to get some wings? Like I'm not talking to anybody, they're there to eat. You know, like where am I going to meet people? You know, people will be like, oh, we'll take a class or, you know, like a hobby or something like that. That's a good point. I mean, I'm going to look into stuff like that, but, you know, it's taking that first step forward, you know, on my bad feet, which we're in the process of fixing. So, fingers crossed we're fixing it, you know, but I like to, I'm going to sit outside more. I'm going to try to get a lot of sleep tonight, but I'm probably pretty sure I won't. I'm going to get back to cooking. Maybe I'll do some of these check-ins, but like, you know, I'll pop the garage door open and we'll kick the Blackstone on and I'll make some breakfast or something like that. But I've got plans and I've got ideas and stuff like that I want to do once it gets nice outside. To kind of maybe supplement, like, you know, I don't necessarily have to do lifting every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe, you know, we put in a video where I go to a park or something like that. You know, something along those lines. Like, mix it up, get a variety of stuff in here. I just feel like if I'm not doing other things this year, like this upcoming year, like if I just stick to the same thing, I'm probably just going to fall into a rut, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to definitely attempt, there will be an attempt made at trying to get out and do more things. But I will say that even looking back on that video from 10 months ago, like I'm in such a better place, both physically and mentally. I mean, I think like in that video, I was probably pushing like 305, like 310-ish. I remember like, I don't remember, I'd have to go back and like look at where I was around that time. I think I was up in the I was like cresting over into like the 300s. And so, I'm already, what, 30 pounds less than I was there. Mentally, I'm trying to, further my career, get like at least better at my job and like, upward mobility, movement and stuff like that. Although like at that time I had like just started, like I was like kind of new to like the job that I have, right? So yeah, but I still feel like with the amount of time that I have in like the telecom industry, like I should have like progressed myself exponentially further than I have, which is what we're working on currently, right? So yeah, I think I've made quite a bit of progress. I don't feel like the last 10 months has been wasted. The last 6 months. I think the last like 6 months has been solid, because I think it was around like my birthday, which is in August, when I really was like, I gotta lock in. And I gotta fix things. And then, we got the dumpsters and we cleaned everything out. Which the house is still super messy, but, it was a lot worse. Yeah, Jonas will attest to that. I mean, I had 30 tons of dumpster worth of stuff. I was not yawning like this before I started this video. I just want to point that out. Like, at least I don't think I was. This always happened too when I was making gaming content early in the morning. I'd be perfectly fine, and then like as soon as I started recording patch notes or something like that, I would get the yawns, and then people would be like, "Sir," they'd be coming in the comments and be like, "Sir, you need to be a professional, and can you just stop with the yawning?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm just some random dude on YouTube. And you're asking me to be professional and not yawn on camera at like 5 in the morning when I'm getting patch notes, because every game's, patch notes come out at like 4 or 5 in the morning because it's like middle of the day in like China or Korea or wherever the game's headquarters is at. Bro, like I just woke up. Like, cut me some slack here, But, yeah, I think that overall things are going good, and I've got a lot more ideas on things that I would like to talk about for like the mental health, like the real talk stuff. Like I said, I'm going to have a video about how failure is not necessarily a bad thing. There's a couple of other things that I want to talk about as well, but I think that Wednesday will probably be the failure video. So yeah. And I know that I just put up the "what do you do" video, and there's some like really long comments in that I'm going to spend some time today digesting. I really like long comments, man. Like, I like to, I've always said that I use YouTube and Twitch as like a parallel parasocial thing, right? Like, you guys get to know me and I get to know you, and I think it's good. Sometimes people in the comment section just want to yap and be heard and stuff like that, and I think that's great. I do read those. Can't respond to all of them sometimes. Some of the smaller videos where there's only like 4 or 5 of you that comment, I usually try to respond to those if there's something that I have worth responding. But like, man, sometimes like with that one video, the do nothing video, like I just couldn't respond to everything. I would have had to take days off of work to just sit there and respond to like every single comment. But with that said, I do need to get in and do some stuff. It's also, I might make myself some lunch. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it for me. As always, if you guys like this, like, favorite, subscribe, comment down below. If you dislike it, I don't care. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and, I'll see you then. Take it easy, homies. Peace out.